welcome back to another ZT Global video where today we're going to be talking about the STARL Metaverse Project. But before we do get into it, before we do get into this whole universe, virtual blockchain-based metaverse set in outer space where you can explore, play, trade, and socialize with others, I'm going to show you a few pieces of news that you need to stay updated throughout the crypto and the global world markets. Now, if you do enjoy the video and before we do get into it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and smash that notification bell. It's right here. It takes you a second and you will be updated the next time I upload some gold. Now, speaking of gold, Bitcoin is stagnant around the 37k mark. Gold is extending gains as Russia starts their Ukraine invasion. So it's crazy. It's a crazy world out there. There's a lot of stuff going on, but a few takeaways from this news that I can actually give you is, first and foremost, gold is going up to a fresh 8-month high, and essentially investors will prioritize commodities such as gold and crude oil rather than riskier stocks and cryptos when a threat of a new war is coming out or something as crazy as this is actually going on, because it makes perfect sense. Oil is there, gold is there, they're both there to stay, and they're both sort of a lot more tangible in the eyes of traders than cryptos and stocks are, which makes perfect sense. And as Russia and Ukraine situation gets worse, there is a possibility for sanctions when it comes to oil as well, and Russia does have a lot of oil, so I do believe that is impacted as well. Now, Putin's move drew criticism from the G7 countries and the UN, with several nations, including UK and Japan, threatening to impose sanctions on Russia, which makes perfect sense. I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. But one thing that I do recommend you keep in mind is this news. Just check your CoinDesk every day. Check your Coin Telegraph. There is a few other sources. Bitcoin news, even Forex Factory. I don't know if I mentioned it to you before. If you just head on over to Forex Factory, you can see where all of the main news is coming out. For example, yesterday we found out that there was a bank holiday in the US, which meant a lower volume for the trading session. Today, there's some flash manufacturing services for the dollar. Tomorrow, official cash rate for the NZD, New Zealand dollar, bank holiday in Japan, and a lot of this stuff, right? So, moving on finally into Starlink. I already explained what it is in short. I'm obviously going to go into it further, but first of all, where can you actually purchase this beautiful coin? Well, you can head on over to ZT Global and find your Starlink coin. It's very simple. All you need to do is head on over to the trade segment, and once you go there, you just type in STARL, right? STARL USDT, and that's it. That's your STARL coin. And why am I saying this right now? Well, because we are creating a double bottom, right? So this is the first bottom, this is the second bottom on the 4-hour time frame. So I do believe that we could make an impulse towards the upside from this area. Now, when it comes to STARL itself, you can purchase it on Uniswap as well if you want to, pay like $400 in Ethereum fees, but I don't suggest you do that. You can read their white paper here as well, but essentially what it is a metaverse, right? It's an expansive 3D social universe filled with exploration, discovery, expression, creation, gaming, trading, and a lot of these stuff in a blockchain-based economy. STARL is the main currency and the main utility token used in the STARL Metaverse. It allows you to get a lot of virtual assets, upgrades, and services in the STARL ecosystem. Now, it's all powered by NFTs, obviously, so they have these pixel nodes, they have these sates and living modules, so a lot of cool stuff in this whole ever-expanding interactive virtual universe with a virtual economy. So it's an upgrade from the physical world we all live in that provides a universe to explore beyond those limitations. Now, during a global pandemic, during a potential second war, these new habits are becoming permanent and the metaverse will be very important. And what else do you want to actually explore rather than the metaverse? Right here you can see these guys have a NFT project as well, or these pixel nodes. It looks really cool website, really cool project. You can see you can actually name these pixel nodes themselves and make websites for them or a lot of different stuff. And generally these guys are backed by a lot of different stuff, right? So if you check out their Twitter, you can see that they are quite huge already. 77k followers, the STARL Metaverse. I'm going to give these guys a follow just because I want to stay updated with what's going to be happening in the future. Now, It's very, very simple, and you can check out the STARL market as well for these pixel knots right here. They're beautiful, right? And I'm not sure if they minted or not, but it doesn't matter at this point, because the most important aspect is understanding what these guys are actually doing. So they're creating digital real estate. They have the STARL token, they have the STARL universe, they have the full-on gaming portal where you can test your skills, earn rewards, and basically play to earn, right? You have your own profile, a visual representation of you in the metaverse. There is these STARL's NFTs as well, and virtual tokens generated on the blockchain. And essentially, they have a market as well where you can transfer ownership to other people and make a profit. And their whole marketplace where you can do all of this stuff. So really cool. You can see a few images of how the actual game works. It's absolutely crazy, right? So it's just like a normal game, but it is built in the metaverse, and it is going to implicate these play to earn features. Now here's the crew. As you can see, is absolutely huge crew, right? For a huge project, you do need a huge crew, which is why these guys are working very hard together to make this happen. And they do have fair tokenomics. So to build their vehicle for a democracy beyond Earth, they based on fair tokenomics and a fair launch with no pre-sale and no dev tokens. So 20.8 billion tokens burned, 26k holders and counting. And right here you can see the circulating supply is 9.9 billion. So so this is 9.9 trillion or something. Not exactly sure, but it doesn't really matter because the market cap is at 150 million at this point. And I do think that these guys have potential to grow a lot further in the future. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give these guys a follow. Check them out on the Twitter, check out the website because it is really, really cool. This was the STARL Decentralized Metaverse. Very cool. They have all the answers in the frequently asked questions section. And lastly, if you want to purchase it, you can head on over to ZT Global, log in, and just press the big green button if you want to buy it on the website directly. Now, lastly, Forex Factory is a very important piece of thing news that you should keep in mind for the future. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything you do invest into crypto, blockchain, or NFT projects is on your own liability, and you should do your own due diligence. So thanks for joining in for another video, and I will see you guys next time.